Hey loves, welcome back to Shadow Work Sunday. And if you're new here, this is a space where I share what I'm actively working on in case it can help you too. So even if your story looks different, you might recognize the feeling, the weight, the things that were never said. So I'm going to be reading you a letter that I wrote as I've been doing the last few weeks. So just remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your own discernment. Here's my letter. Dear Dad, I've started this letter 100 times in my head, and none of them ever felt right. Because the truth is, I don't just feel one thing when it comes to you. I feel everything. I feel the love, the anger, confusion. I feel grief for something that was never fully there to begin with, I guess. And that's the hardest part to explain. Because how do you miss something that you never really had? You used to tell me I'd always be your little girl. And a part of me held on to that probably longer than I should have. Because even when things weren't good, even when you were absent, even when you were hurting us, I still felt a connection to you. But it wasn't a safe connection. It wasn't a healthy father-daughter bond. It was complicated. It is complicated. It was loving someone who didn't know how to love me the way I needed. And that leaves marks. You didn't protect me. You didn't put us first. And I've had to sit with that as an adult and really see it for what it was. Not excuses, not softened versions, but the truth. And the truth hurts sometimes because I needed you. Not sometimes, not when it was convenient, not in letters. I needed you to be there. I needed you to choose us. And you didn't. But the part that's harder to say out loud is I see myself in this too. Because I know what it feels like to be cut off by someone you love, even by your own child. And even though the reasons are very different, even though the situations are not the same at all, I carry that guilt. I think about you and I wonder if you feel that same ache. If you sit there and think about me the way I think about my own child. If you wonder what you could have done differently. If you miss me. Or if you've learned to live without me. And I won't lie, that part hurts too. Because I walked away, but you stopped reaching out. And somewhere in that silence, there's a wound I don't fully understand yet. I remember when you apologized when you were in prison and you said you were sorry for the life you gave us. And I believe you meant it at the time. But apologies without change don't rebuild what was broken. They just kind of sit there like something unfinished. And I think that's what this is, unfinished. I don't hate you, and I need you to know that. I don't hate you. But I can't pretend it didn't hurt, that you didn't do the things that you did. I can't pretend I wasn't affected. I can't pretend I didn't spend years trying to understand why it wasn't enough for you to choose differently. And I also need to release this, the anger, the disappointment, the guilt, because carrying it doesn't fix anything. It just keeps me tied to a version of the past that I can't change. And I can't change you. I don't know if we'll ever talk again. I don't know if things will ever be different with us. But I do know this. I'm no longer holding on to the expectation that you'll become the father that I needed. And that's not punishment. That's acceptance. I hope you find peace. I hope you heal the parts of you that led to all of this. I hope you understand one day what this felt like from my side. And if there's still a part of you that sees me as your little girl, just know she needed you. She really did. And I'm finally learning how to give myself what I didn't get. So that was my letter. And before I close, if this brought up anything for you, you are not alone in it. Some relationships don't break clean. That's the real raw truth of life. Sometimes they echo, and sometimes healing isn't about fixing it, it's about facing it. Sending you light, love, and healing, and I hope this helped.